When I was in the army, I always carried a St. Christopher medal in my wallet. Later, when I was deployed to Bosnia during Operation Joint Endeavor, I added a small crucifix to my dog tags. I'm not a superstitious man, but I'll tell you this, I came home safe, every time. Soldiers have always carried small things like that, not because they were issued or required, but because they meant something deeper. They were symbols of hope, faith, or memory. And during World War II, when the odds of survival were frighteningly slim, those personal talismans became lifelines. Today on Strange History, we're uncovering 7 secret talismans World War II soldiers never spoke about, objects they carried quietly, tucked into pockets, boots, and helmets, believing that somehow those small things might keep them alive. The first was the St. Christopher medal, one of the most common and beloved of all wartime charms. St. Christopher is the patron saint of travelers, and soldiers across Allied and Axis lines alike carried his medal into battle. The second talisman was the crucifix. For Christian soldiers, it symbolized both faith and endurance. Some men wore them openly, while others hid them inside shirt pockets, stitched into collars, or tied to the inside of their helmets. A few even used wire or spent shell casings to craft tiny makeshift crosses in the field. These weren't issued items, they were handmade, deeply personal symbols of strength. The third talisman was the lucky coin or token. Soldiers carried everything from silver dollars to foreign coins, poker chips, or even subway tokens. The belief was that as long as that coin stayed with them, luck would too. Some traced their coins back to first paychecks or moments of happiness before the war. One American pilot reportedly carried a silver coin from his father, who'd survived the First World War using it as a life charm. Another powerful charm was a lock of hair or a small piece of a loved one's clothing. It may sound sentimental, but for soldiers far from home, these were tangible pieces of comfort. Wives would cut a snippet of hair and tie it with a ribbon, and soldiers tucked it into their breast pockets or wallets. The fifth talisman was the photograph, though not just any photo. Some soldiers carried small, laminated images of loved ones, but others carried photographs of things they believed brought protection. A family home, a newborn baby they'd never met, or even their dog. One British soldier wrote that he survived the Normandy invasion because he kept a photo of his mother's garden in his breast pocket. When he was hit by shrapnel, the medal stopped in that folded picture. Whether luck, fate, or faith, soldiers believed their photos were shields of memory. The sixth item was something less spiritual but, equally meaningful: good luck charms from other cultures. American soldiers stationed in the Pacific often collected small tokens like Japanese Netsuke figures, carved animals, or even Buddhist amulets. The seventh and final talisman was perhaps the most haunting: the bullet or shell casing. Many soldiers carried a single unused bullet in their pocket, often etched with initials or dates. Some said it was the bullet meant for me, a way of claiming destiny so no other shot could take them. Others turned spent casings into necklaces or keychains as reminders of near misses. Each of these talismans carried stories of fear, hope, and faith. Soldiers didn't talk about them much. These were private things, not meant for war diaries or after-action reports. They gave men a sense of control in a world gone mad, a way to carry home, love, and faith with them through fire and blood. Even today, veterans still hold on to their talismans. Some keep them in boxes, others pass them to their children. They may have been small, just medals, photos, or bits of metal, but to those who carried them, they were shields against despair. If you found this glimpse into the hidden hearts of World War II soldiers fascinating, don't let the story end here. Subscribe to Strange History, share this video with friends, and join us next time as we uncover more forgotten relics and secret rituals from the past. Because sometimes, the smallest things carry the biggest stories.